When last we winched, Season 5, Episode 17, The Temple of Grazd. You were all at the Temple of Grazd. You were led by the Drow follower of Grazd. He seemed to have a little party of Drow there in the temple that were rebuilding it. Led you to the next segment of the temple, the Whispering Gardens. Here you followed the path and were kind of just led through, did not veer off and get distracted by the several suspicious whispers that were coming from the plant life around you in this like glowing underground garden. Were able to successfully make some rolls and get through. Did not pay any attention to the growling that you heard deep within. You just kept trucking to the next part, which was the Hall of Reflections. You were led into this next part, kind of like Narnia wardrobe, going through to the next section, and on either side of you was these tall mirrors, full-length walls that were just mirrored on either side of you that just led down into another path. And had reflections of yourself, but there was definitely something off, something illusory. With some spell casting, you were able to see through the illusion and again just stay the path, not get distracted. I do believe a demon did swipe at you, a shadow demon, but you were able to get away from it unharmed until you got to the final part of this underground part of this temple, the altar of abasement, where you came face to face with this giant werewolf-like creature called a Malevolent. This red-furred, like 12-foot tall, crazy-looking werewolf that had a second head that was in the form of a serpent. And this creature started speaking abyssal to you, or started speaking telepathically to you in your mind, and then this serpent just started talking to you in common. You kind of parlayed with the creature and learned that the creature was really the Prince of Pleasure himself, Grazd, speaking through this serpent, and said, come find me in the Argent Palace, in the city of Azzatar, in my realm. And at that point, there was an altar that was like a swirling purple portal to another dimension. He invited you to go into the portal before the Malevolent regained his appetite. And so you all jumped through, and that is where we left off.
It's not a great situation.
Still not the worst.
That's true.
What would have been our worst situation?
Me kidnapped was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. We were all flailing around a lot during that time.
Fireplane was also pretty bad at the end of it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
All right. Sorry, I'll just get the music set here.
You said the Argent Palace in the city of...
Yeah, Argent Palace, Argent Palace, in the city of Azzatar.
Fancy.
In the layer of the abyss known as Azzatar. You all are, again, warped through time and space. The floor below you leaves as you get sucked in, and you feel your stomach lurch once again into your throat before you are all spit out into a completely different realm. It is cold. It feels like you look around for a second, and it feels like you are in this like deep sea underwater area, but you're not actually in water. You are instead just surrounded by these like teal blue glowing mushrooms that kind of light the area. There is a big just black lake in front of you with jagged rocks all around. There are kind of pillars of stalagmites and stalactites all around throughout this. It may be a cave. You're not sure, but you can't even really see the walls because there's like thick clouds of just mist that are just like swirling, and they're all swirling around this one tall mountain peak. And at the top of it is like this. It's as if you're in the eye of a tornado and you're just seeing the swirls around you, or the eye of a hurricane. And there's like a teal blue light at the pinnacle of this. You don't really see where, if you're outside or if you're just in a really deep cavern and you can't see the top, but it all just kind of surrounds you. And at this mountain, in the center of it, is a mouth. Jaw open all the way up. It's gigantic in size, probably 50 feet across, 50 feet high. Teeth, as if like you're looking into a shark's mouth. Just teeth, rows and rows and rows of teeth, bottom and top, as the entrance to this cave in this mountain is separated by teeth. And pouring out of the teeth is a waterfall. This waterfall is it's so dimly lit here that it looks like just black water is pouring out with a hint of teal as the mushroom light kind of glows on it. But it pours out and pulls into this lake that you stand on the other side of. What would you like to do?
Is there no like distinguishable path of where we should be going? Or did we just get dumped out and...
You kind of just got dumped out. There's really no sense of civilization where you're at. You seem to be dumped into the wild. This is definitely not Waydora. You do get the sense that you are in the abyss. You feel just as down as you can possibly be. You're not sure which layer of the abyss this is, but yeah, no distinguishable features. Everything is literally like you went deep sea diving and you found the craziest species that haven't been discovered yet.
I'm looking at Anya like, where the fuck are we going?
Do we know anything about the abyss? I guess like, can we make a roll? Like, can I make a? I don't have good history, but can we maybe make like a history or?
I think it would
Anyone
be. It's a plane of existence. Anyone who's proficient in history or nature may make a roll.
Oh, okay.
That's gotta be Mina.
Calliope not just
Note to
plane
me.
shift us to the castle.
Oh, true. She did. She did plane shift us.
I didn't plane shift
To
us
the
here.
no, that was just to the city of
Oh, I got us outside of the city of Brass
Braz.
Yeah, so
and the temple.
it's tough. Like when you I will say with the amulet, Calliope, you're able to be more accurate the more familiar you are with the place. So like for example, when you teleported to the plane of fire, it was like, I know we have to go to the city of Brass, which is in the plane of fire, but like I've never been there, I don't know what it looks like. You use as much as your arcane power would allow you, and it ended up putting you by like the shore, the lava, the sea of lava, which was outside the city of Brass, pretty close, but it wasn't like you got into the throne room of the Grand Sultan.
I think that was landed poorly. I did get a 26 on my history.
Okay. Anyone else want to make a roll there, nature or history as long as you're proficient in that.
Not.
26 is going to be pretty good though. Okay.
He's
So
smart occasionally.
yeah, so Calliope, in your studies as a wizard, you gained some of your memories back not too long ago. Memories that were hidden from you in the Feywild. And slowly, you gained them all back at once, and it was a little overwhelming. Some of them obviously are sticking, like, oh, I have a brother, like, you know, stuff like that. Some of them that, like, didn't stick as much are now starting to creep up. As you make it here, one of those such memories now triggers. During your studies in Northwind, in the Northwind Library, you were studying with Cornelius, the court wizard. And he was teaching you the differences between dark wizards and, you know, wizards that were doing stuff for good. So Cornelius would tell you about how, like, you know, he's obviously a good wizard. He's putting wards up around Northwind to make sure that no bad guys can come in or out. You learned about Astral, who, if you remember, I don't even know if you met Astral, but he was A. There's season 1, episode 1, ladies, if you could track with me.
Oh, yeah.
We remember.
Was not there.
That
You-
little silly goof.
You read about him and how he worked mainly in Erathia, the like northwestern part of Waydora. There they have a place called Griftopia, and it's basically a breeding grounds for griffins to fight in the royal, like, army up there in the Nobile Armada. And Astral put up, like, these giant wards around Griftopia. And you kind of learned about how his, like, good wizardry, but then you also learned about some bad wizards, and they would seek knowledge. Their thirst for power and knowledge became so deep that they would go to different planes of existence just to get, you know, basically, like, the unforgivable spells. And some such wizards would travel to the abyss and learn from necromancers, demons, make pact with devils in the 9 hells. And so with your 26, you might have had a study on one such wizard that you don't remember his name, but he went to the 393rd layer of the abyss called Azzatar, and that is where you're at right now. The key factors being these glowing mushrooms, the place that the Prince of Pleasure himself, the Demon Lord Grazd, resides in his Argent Palace. That's the main that's the main part about this lair. The creatures around this lair, his presence is so tangible on this lair that within a 6-mile radius, beasts of the wild and creatures are just kind of as if they're, like, in heat, like mating season is on, and they're just ravenous and barbaric in that nature. And taking a look around, you see some, like, just, like, giant squids that seem to just be floating around. Like I said, as if you're underwater, but you're not in the water. Teal eyes, maybe from the reflection of the mushrooms, maybe in their nature, but and then you do notice one such aggressive squid, you know, going after another, and just kind of like these little, you hear mating calls, like these, like, deep, yeah, like I said, barbaric, like, mating calls around. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this.
Just hearing that in the distance, yeah, that would be scary.
Yeah,
That's all
I'm
he-
scared.
The whole.
Those things
Let's
sound
just find
big.
where we're supposed to go and get out of here. The quicker,
Is
the
anybody
better.
feeling horny? Is this like
No.
is this like an air effect? is this
God.
It's not us. It's fine.
am I feeling horny right now?
Are you?
Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I just
think
there's a lot
you know
happening.
that.
Are you?
There's a lot
Personally, I'm
going
good.
on.
I'm okay.
No, I don't think so. There's just like a
Oh,
lot
shit, I
happening.
forgot he was with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the whole goon squad.
I thought we separated. I don't even remember.
Oh, goon
No,
squad.
no, we
Yeah.
decided that was a bad idea after last time and everybody came.
Yeah,
Do
now
we
we've got,
see a
we've got the
palace?
NPCs.
Yeah, so just to kind of set the party, it's the four of you. You've got Miss Margaret. You've got Tierney.
Oh yeah.
You've got Xander and Xerxes. And you've got Dinar.
Hell yeah. Like I said, the goon squad.
Full party. Send the boys
Full
in as
party.
distraction.
We each have a companion. We're ready to go. Diamor. Darling, you can fly, can't you?
I can fly. Yeah.
Okay.
I tend to prefer that method of transportation.
Perfect. If you could just fly up and take a little 360 peeky around, see if you see anything looking distinctly castle-like, so that we're not wandering off into the sex woods. It sounds like there's a lot happening out in the forest.
And try to avoid those squids. Or don't.
Oh yeah. Don't touch. Oh well. See if they have teeth. If you get close to see if they have like pincers, teeth, tusks, anything like that.
Do we remember what layer are we trying to get to for Diabris? Did we learn what exact layer he was on? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay.
think the information that the boys gave you back at the tent fight on the beach. Let's
Contained
see.
that information.
Hang on, I'm
Well,
looking.
he said that the one that Diabris has isolated himself to is a layer so deep and so inhospitable that not even a demon lord could survive. And it's always in fluctuation. In fact, most of the 666 layers of the abyss are just infinite and always in a state of flux. But like the deeper ones you go are always moving. So while something like this stays, remains as the 393rd, it does, move and shift. It just has its own domain, I guess you could say. The one Diabris is on, he doesn't have a named location. It's just so far beneath the depths.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but he takes flight and he does a little patrol. Comes back down. It's hard to tell. Most of this place is veiled by this dark fog. I don't know. I've never made it this far. I've spent most of my life either on the battlefields or in the circus.
Yeah.
This is supposedly one of the layers of my home, but it's so foreign to me.
Okay. Oh, that's alright. Okay.
I guess we go through the creepy cave that gives me Cave of Wonders vibes, but worse.
The one that looks like it's a giant gnashing mouth?
Yeah? I mean, we have to go find the palace because this fucker wants to talk to us, right?
Couldn't he just bring us right to where he is,
That's what I'm saying.
These people
Really
gotta have
shitty-os.
It's like we don't see a town or anything around us yet, right? We have to. It seems the path is leading towards the crazy mouth cave thing.
Path is wherever you guys want to go. That
Helpful.
Yeah, there's really no distinguishing like points of civilization. I will send you guys a picture though
Of the mouth cave?
of the entire where you guys are standing from your point of view.
Oh
Oh.
God. Does it look like there's something at the top
Oh
of this
yeah,
crazy
baby. That
cyclone?
is
This looks bad.
spooky.
This doesn't
Is that-
look like we want to be here.
That's like Cthulhu.
Yeah, these squid
Like
creatures.
glowing
do
red
look-
eye things.
Is that a pond that a statue's in?
That is the lake that you're standing on the other
Okay.
side of. It seems like there is like a structure that's kind of coming out of the front of the lake. Seems to be long lost or just partially underwater. That it does kind of look like a throne in the middle of the lake, but it's not like a. I mean, I don't know. You guys haven't really moved yet, so.
Okay, well,
Yes,
what do you
it goes
think, Anya? What? Because it doesn't look like we can get inside the giant gnashing mouth cave. That looks very high up, and like
No.
it is bleeding waterfalls.
He said there's like a throne-like thing in the middle, though. Maybe we go towards that.
Yeah, do we move towards the scary, ominous red eye glowing statue obelisk?
I mean, if we want to go see a prince,
That's true.
prince is on a throne.
That is very true.
I hate all of this.
Alright, well, tally ho.
Pip, pip.
Alright, so where are you guys going?
I guess towards the very spooky throne in the middle of the lake.
Okay. How,
Are we?
Like,
How-
I think want to get closer.
How far into the lake is it? How many feet?
I'd probably say like 30 feet. You can hear the distant shh of the waterfall. It's not like Niagara by any means, but it's a decent sized lake. It's probably maybe 100 feet in diameter.
Can we move closer to get a closer look at the statue in the lake?
Yeah, are you getting like on the lake's edge? You swimming over? Or...
I don't like the questions you're asking.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
trying
would
to
be on the,
figure out-
I'm
Probably
gonna be
the
on the edge.
lakes.
I would be
Yeah,
on
let's
the
not
edge
get
of
in
the
the
lake,
water yet.
tentatively.
Are we seeing okay? Like, is it bright enough down here?
It's a dim light of this glow. Like I said, there is no other light source other than these glowing mushrooms.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast dancing lights. I think is what I want. That I can send. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna create up to like 4 glowing balls around me, and as we get to like the edge of the lake, I'm gonna send one because you said it's like 30 feet
Yes.
from us. Okay, I'm gonna send like one directly onto the island and then send like another one like 15 feet back so that we have like a straight, like a good size of light down there so you can see.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
– 16.
Okay. Yeah, so you send the globules of light across the lake. The lake itself definitely looks not natural. Water, but like black water. Even the water that's pouring out of the waterfall itself. It has the teal glow, but that's, you realize, is from the glowing mushrooms around you. It is like black water. It's not like thick like sludge. But you see the throne in the middle, and there is no like island. It's all structure. It seems to be part of whatever this sunken structure was that is in the lake itself. It actually resembles the temple itself that you originally teleported to in the dunes of Westwind when you teleported in the desert. It's like a miniature version of that. It seems like either the temple was based off of this, or this was based off the temple, or both are based off of something else. Not really sure, but it definitely is like a statue. The glowing red, you're not really sure what that is, but
I'm sure it's friendly.
Poke the
So
water.
fun. Oh no. Oh.
you poke the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do, baby. Get in there.
You stick your finger into the water, and immediately your finger black veins start to
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I have
Surround
knowledge on. Does that matter?
you said you poke the water.
Well, yeah, with my like armored gloved finger.
Yeah, I mean water can get in there. So
Okay.
This is why we don't touch things.
you feel this like poison creeping up your finger, and you immediately pull back, and you're gonna take 7 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Okay,
Hey
well,
guys,
swimming,
don't touch the water.
walking across isn't the answer.
Are we holding each other again while we fly across?
Maybe. If we were to fly across, is there a space to land where the statue is?
Other than on the statue itself, no. 'Cause
No.
Like I said, there's no like island. It's just, it seems to be like sunken and forgotten.
Okay. I don't know, maybe
I'm just gonna ignite my sunblade and just see what happens.
Okay, you ignite your
It
sun.
feels like
We're
feels
just
like a bad
spamming every
place. I mean, it just feels like a bad place, and that's radiant damage. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? It's like radiant light.
Okay.
Anything happen?
Wait, could we like walk on the water?
Like Naruto?
Well, I have water walk.
I don't think you want to do that if her just touching it with her finger caused her to take poison damage.
She technically inserted her finger. It would
But
just be on
I don't
top.
think that's something you want to risk. Because you're
Same
still
as this week's
technically
episode.
touching the water.
I mean, my feet are.
What if we
Yellow,
just fly
I'm gonna
out-
misty step and just. You said it's 30 feet. I'm gonna misty step on top of the.
Okay.
You're gonna straddle the
Statue.
statue?
Yeah, straddle the statue.
As you guys are discussing Solara, maybe we water walk. All of a sudden, Anya appears, like straddling the statue.
Also, I'm telepathically telling Tiernan you might need to come pick me up.
Okay. You kind of see Tiernan restlessly getting towards the edge, in draconic form, just kind of pawing at the edge of the lake. Yeah, it's. I mean, what are you looking for? It's a statue. You
Did
get
anything happen when I?
No.
Okay.
You're on the statue, and the glowing gems just seem to be like just 3 embedded gems in this statue.
Buttons? Can I push them?
You press one, nothing happens.
Okay.
I say anything weird happening through the toe rings.
I feel normal.
Can you remove the gems? We could
Yeah,
You
can I
steal
do
the
that?
gems.
Can they come loose?
What are you trying to knock them loose with?
Say my dagger.
Okay. Since it's not like a specific kit, like a thieves toolkit, it's going to be a dexterity check at disadvantage, and there's a potential that you break.
Are you sure you want to do that to a statue of a god we're going to meet
Worst
and
case
try
scenario.
to parlay with?
Worst case scenario. So we get like taken to Grost, and then boom, we figured out where we're supposed to go. I'll return it. I
We are
trust.
just trying to figure out how the fuck to get there.
I'm literally just want to talk to Grust. If me pulling this out gets us in trouble, then problem solved. I trust Baldric to be able to talk us out of this.
I'll get out the titty tassels.
Okay.
10.
10. Okay. It's like really wedged in there. It doesn't break, but it also doesn't pop free. It seems to be really old and more in the actual rock than part that's exposed. It's not budging.
Can I see from this vantage? Can I see anything better about the cave with the waterfall?
Yeah, make a perception check.
26.
Okay. You look up at the entrance to this cave, teeth upon teeth upon rows upon teeth, and with your 26, you realize that one of the pointed figures is not a tooth at all, but instead it seems to be the outline of a figure, a winged figure, who you notice like a slight cock to their head as you're looking up.
Ruh-roh.
Like not a statue, like a living creature.
Yeah, like a living creature. It's hard to make out the features in this dim light, but yeah.
All right, through the toe rings, I'm gonna say there's a creature up there.
Does
Your
it
name
look
can pick me
friendly?
up. Let me go find out.
We should all go over there together. If we're going over there, we should all go.
Okay,
Great.
let's go. Who's flying me? I'm just gonna water walk if no one will fly me. Whatever, if I get
You
poisoned.
just really wanna water walk.
That's all I got. I can't fly.
I can carry Solara. Diamor can carry Calliope. Tiernan can carry Anya. And that should be right. That's everybody.
Yeah,
And then Xander and Xerxes, but they're fine.
Okay. All right, so you all fly up to the entrance of this cave.
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin your ascent, the creature kind of sprouts its wings out, and its wingspan shoots out pretty far. Skinny though, skinny wings. They're not like giant like dragons have wings. They start out skinny and then just shoot out like a kite. Gets to his feet and flaps away back into the cave. And you lose sight of from where you were at. You get the sense from the rest of his features that it was a male figure. So, but the rest of
Was
you,
he hot?
hard to tell from this
Damn.
this angle.
We've got to get a closer look.
So you all begin to fly up, and you get a good view of what's in this mouth now. As you fly over the waterfall that's slowly pouring out this black liquid, careful not to touch it, you enter this teeth-like structure and realize that there is an entire civilization within this structure. What was this jagged mountain that you were heading towards, you realize houses an entire city structure within it. Kind of gives you vibes of was it Stonehaven in the where you guys came from, and you found Clevity and the prison and the earth elementals. Just kind of a city within a cave, except inside this particular city is like this crazy same swirling clouds, but they're like black and lit with purple and swirling up and up and up. Constant strikes of green lightning all over as you enter, and this city is kind of just like layered and layered and layered until it almost like goes up like a pyramid, and you can't even really see the bottom. It's kind of like Coruscant, where it's just like it just goes down for forever. You're not sure like what kind of the civilization looks like down there, but towards this middle part there's bridges that all connect to this city. Seems lively. There's lights. You hear kind of hustle and bustle. Not like a Waydorian town by any means, but definitely something. There's civilization here. And then on either side of you, on your right and your left, there are two structures that have these connecting bridges. That's the first thing you notice. And this waterfall is kind of like, there seems to be like a moat that goes around the inside of this mouth that all kind of funnels into the bottom part of the water of the mouth that leads into the waterfall. But you are able to find like a spot of rock to land on that's not this black water. You get the sense this is the city of Azzatar.
Fucking sick.
Here's to hoping everyone here isn't horny like the squids.
Yeah, is there like increased moaning that we're hearing in the distance?
Oh my god.
Humanoid moans?
Depends where you go. I mean, you don't really hear. It is different because there's not really there's more humanoid figures that you see kind of walking around the distance, rather than like beasts and just random creatures. You do see bird-like creatures that are perched high on either side of these cities that are kind of like watching you come in. Different from the creature that you saw flap away with Anya's 26. Different from whatever that was. They're kind of perched high and just watching you, not necessarily aggressive, but they seem to be on guard.
Okay.
I wonder if I have a visual of what they are. You guys continue.
And we've got a right and a left path. Pretty much.
There's this spit of land that kind of can lead either to the right or to the left of these like two adjacent like kind of structures that have these rope bridges that all connect to this main city. The city's a standalone on itself, and in fact this water river, this black water river kind of surrounds the city, and it seems like the only way to get to the city is to either fly there or use the right or left city as the adjoining rope bridge and get there by those connecting bridges. There's no actual way to like, unless you were to like jump down into the water and climb your way up.
Okay.
Think like Minas Tirith in Lord of the Rings, where it's just like a layered city. Like there's just buildings and buildings and buildings, and it goes all the way up until a point.
Okay.
Is it Minas Tirith? Yeah, that's the last one, right? The last one.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like we should just head up, and surely the castle will be at the peak of this place.
I would think so.
Alright, if I'm building a castle, I'm building it right at the tippity top.
Yeah, I say we go up.
Yep. Then yeah, I guess we'll try to try to just head upward.
Okay. So you're just gonna fly straight across. Okay.
Yep.
As you do, some of the creatures that are kind of perched high on these high grounds around you, one of them kind of cocks his head, just kind of screeches, and you kind of look over just instinctively. It's this really skinny looking, like, humanoid bird. It's got long, like, talon claws, bipedal legs, like a really long, skinny face. It's completely, like, black with, like, gray feathers, like dark gray and black feathers. Its wings sprout out like an aarakocra, but a little bit more demented. And it does have this, like, long face that comes to a beak. As some of them just kind of sit there and watch you, another one is kind of scratching his head. Two of them seem to be fighting over something, but they don't react other than that whenever you choose to fly across.
Let's keep away from the birds, please.
So you all fly across, and you land in the main part of town. It's a little cramped for the dragons. They are, domestic-sized dragons. They're not too huge, so it can work. I think at this point, Xerxes would transform back into a human form. As you realize everyone around you is just absolutely beautiful. There's not an ugly person in sight. You see people from most walks of life, middle to high class, where you're at currently. Not like City of Brass, where it's like merchant trade or anything. It's just more just like kind of shady figures, really like Tortuga kind of vibes of just like debauchery. Lust is in the air. You can just get the sense of just like, people give you flirtatious looks as they walk by you. People give you up and down looks. One such creature from behind you says, well, what have we here?
Who is it? Do we recognize who's saying this to us?
You turn around, and you do not recognize this figure. He looks like just a man, but shirtless with just abs on abs on abs on abs. Black bracers. He wears like a black collar around his neck, red, orange, kind of slick back, short hair. Has wings kind of folded in. Anya, you recognize this as the creature that was kind of standing on one of the teeth, or by the teeth, that was stalking and kind of flew away. Long, black, tight, like leather pants. And
Sounds like he's hot.
And he's got a tail.
What I'm hearing is...
See hot.
He's
No, he's hot.
He's hot.
He is objectively
Solara,
hot.
don't forget Cabris. Don't forget your boyfriend.
He's objectively hot. He has a tail that comes up to a point, kind of like a cartoon devil has like a point. It's red. His wings are dark red. Kind of has one little red tendril that kind of curls in front of his face. His ears are pointed like an elf, and both have golden hooped earrings in them.
Incredible.
And he
Is
says,
this a Cambion?
make a nature check.
Make a sexy check.
Yeah, make a sex check.
15.
Pretty good sex check.
I mean, technically you don't really know anything about Cambions. Only through Isolde does Charlotte know what a Cambion is.
Whoa. Wow.
You don't.
I have a lot of random useless information. Anya would.
Well, you would have had to roll higher for this random bit of information. So, but
Fine.
yeah, definitely humanoid.
Just a sexy guy.
You can deduce that this is a fiend. Solara is a fiend, and she looks very similar to this creature, with Solara being a tiefling. She just doesn't have the wings.
Solara's pretty sexy too.
Pieces are starting to come together.
Through the toe rings, I'm gonna say we need to get out of here as soon as we can. Nothing is going to go well with us being here.
That's so true. This guy is
No,
far
that's
too
lovely
attractive.
true.
This is like the second time in 2 days that I haven't been the most attractive person in the room, and I'm starting to feel kind of gross about it. So we should really
Whoa.
get
You're with
moving.
us all the time. What are you saying about us?
Oh, you're all very attractive.
She just thinks she's the most
I
attractive.
say that all the time.
Are we
Yeah,
just
always
standing here
very-
staring at this guy after he said hello?
Yeah, having this
Yeah.
mental conversation. He looks you over
I don't
and
give a
says,
fuck. I don't know this guy.
he says,
Just imagining this guy standing there like, what the fuck?
So we dead eye him.
he kind of
He's
has
waiting on us.
He kind of has a dark look on his face, and he says, I haven't seen any of you here. I was sure. I mean, I would ask if this is your first time in the Abyss, but I think I know my answer. Except for these two. And he points to Diamor and Solara.
Oh, yeah. Well. Okay, well, we're here. We are guests of the prince.
Oh, is that right? The guests
Yeah.
of the prince.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did tell us to come.
You'll have to be more
Wenches.
specific.
Wenches of Waydora, we're here on personal invite from the prince himself. We just, we kind of got dropped off a little ways out of town. It happens. There's just, there's a lot of us. A whole troop.
Well, wenches, enchanté. My name is Elijah. It is a pleasure to meet you. And he kind of grabs your hand. And what was your name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany, yes. And he goes to kiss your hand, and just as he's about to, you see his collar get pulled back, and he gets yanked back. And he kind of just groans and tries to shake it off. You get the sense this happens a lot, and there's kind of like a red just rash around where this collar is. It seemed like it got pulled out of nowhere, like it just telekinetically.
Hey.
My apologies.
Okay. You kept on a tight leash there, friend.
Don't worry about me.
Okay.
I'm more worried about you. You seem to be lost.
Lost
find your way.
exploring.
Exploring the abyss.
Yeah.
Yes.
You never explored a place before that you've, ever been to. I've never been to this layer.
It was on my bucket list.
Yeah, we took a trip here before, just not to this specific place. We really like what you've done with the squids.
Yes, the squids are always in mating season, so. What does a elf, tiefling, whatever you are, and looks at Valdric, and I'm just a little overwhelmed to get a dragon that can shapeshift, and I know a shapeshifter when I see one. It's a curious bunch. Maybe you need some help around the city. Maybe a guide to show you some things.
Will your master let you?
My
That
master.
sounds sketch.
Don't worry about my master.
Is he have
God.
ulterior motives staring at him being like, this seems convenient?
Anya's still got true sight. What is she seeing? Is
What's
she seeing
the
anything
vibe?
around this guy?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, baby, I gave you special eyes.
Vibe check.
Little sprinkle of pixie dust in your eyes before we walked in here.
Pow pow.
Pow
We'll
pow.
let Rolo take a look at getting the.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch! Pow! And then we walked up. Katrina.
You see with your so you have true sight for how long?
An hour.
You see in his eyes that same look that you got in Xander's eyes, was it a night or two ago, when you learned that he was a shapeshifter. You
Forgot about that.
You get the sense that this person is also a shapeshifter, and with your true sight, you're seeing what everyone else sees, which tells you that he is in his true form, which is this fiend with wings, beautiful abs. It's all natural, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. Straight 12-pack.
Through the toe rings, I'm gonna say he's a shapeshifter, but he's in his base form.
Okay.
Also, if we can get his workout routine.
Yeah. Friend, why on earth would you take us where we needed to go? What's in
Yeah.
it for you?
Oh, who said anything about taking you where you needed to go? I just was going to show you around.
Oh, see, that's not what we need at all. If I wanted that, then we would simply continue to wander.
Yeah, but you've never been to a brothel in Azzatar. Let me tell you, it is wild.
But I have been to the round top tent after hours in Phantasmo Hollow during Easter, and when I tell you the way that they celebrate that in Phantasmo, it is wild. But we do, we're on a little bit of a time crunch. We don't want to offend the prince, you know. After we did unhappily end up out there instead of in the palace where we were supposed to be. And if you could point us in the right direction, it would be so nice of you.
Phantasmo, you say?
Yeah.
Why is that familiar? Phantasmo. It's like a club, like a tavern, right? No.
No.
Oh well. So you need to be pointed in the right direction, and that would be... Sorry, I lost my train of thought after you said... Doesn't matter.
Getting Kronk vibes.
Yeah.
Little himbo.
We're trying to get, to the palace.
I can take you to the palace, but, see, I don't know if you're gonna last. I think you need to know what really goes on in there.
Is it sex? It feels like it's gonna be sex.
There is a lot of that, but Grazd is a particular creature.
He's got a weird kink.
He's not gonna let you leave this place, you understand that?
Oh.
His collar gets yoinked again.
Oh.
I mean, I would love to show you. Right this way, ladies.
In the toe ring, I'm gonna say, let's take this guy with us on the way out.
I mean, what is he attached to?
We gotta save him.
Is he getting
Anyone have
yoinked because he
magical
talks too much?
We'll
I
become
think
his
we have-
master. We'll take that chain.
I think we have enough boys traveling with us. I don't think we need to add another.
Calliope.
No.
Calliope, you don't have a
Boyfriend.
boyfriend
No.
yet. Well,
He's got a
technically, neither
12
do
pack.
He has a 12-pack.
That
And he
man's got
would
a
do
12
anything
pack.
we
I'm not
say.
saying he's not attractive.
And
Let's
I'm
see
just
if he's
saying,
actually
Calliope,
helpful.
you've not contributed
we-
a man to this group yet.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
I've contributed
could
a
bring
cat
him-
to this group.
we
Miss
could bring
Margaret
him
is
back to the
fabulous.
house. We could put him into the maid outfit. We could
The little
we could
tiny
put
loincloth.
him to work exactly.
See, this doesn't sound any different than the shit he's going through here. And I just,
I don't
Except
know.
we're benevolent.
And boobalicious.
Honestly.
is
And-
he even actually? Can I make an insight check on this dude? Because like, what the
Again, we're just dead staring at him in silence.
What do you, go ahead and roll your insight. What are you trying to,
He's being too helpful. The Calliope is standing back there going, no one's this helpful. This seems sketch. Even if like he's being coerced, he stopped us first. It seems like there's something else. That's a nat 20
oh my gosh.
on an insight check on him.
Her
Alright.
vibes were so powerful.
Mina, join me in D&D.
Oh,
Actually, I'm gonna drag you to D&D private. There we go. All right.
Hello.
You get the sense that he is, he's trying to, like, give you hints without triggering whatever this telekinetic thing is pulling on his like neck, his collar. It's like he's trying to give you hidden codes, but if he says it out loud, he'll get in trouble. You can see this glint in his eye, and every time he gets yanked, like right before he gets yanked, you can see in his eye just this broken, like, get me out of here look. As soon as he gets yanked, it's like he does a factory reset, and is like, yes, I'm your guide. Yes, I'm that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Am I able to clock what things he's trying to give us a hint towards?
Basically to get the heck out of here and take me with you, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. He puts on this fake persona of confidence and arrogance, but really he's a slave to something, and he wants to be set free.
Okay.
And with that, we'll go ahead and get back.
How much crossover?
Yeah, how much was gonna...
All right.
Welcome back.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
controls available for you.
It was quick.
Normally in person, I would come up and whisper, and then you guys would make background noise so that you couldn't hear. But something for the future group when we do in-person sessions.
One last
Alright.
thing before we follow him. Can I look and see if it's like magic on his collar? Or something I would know?
Yeah, just without even making a roll, just your proficiency in arcane and what you see is like happening. It's definitely enchanted. That object is enchanted.
Okay.
The school of magic would be whatever telekinesis is. So is it not transmutation? Whatever telekinesis is. From.
Abjuration?
Sounds right. Like movement.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be evocation.
Yeah.
As we're walking through the toe rings, I'm going to be like, we need to be really careful going in here.
Okay, why?
He does not want to be here. He is a slave here.
God damn, every place we've
And
been.
so he is trying to drop hints with being careful with what he says, because if he says the wrong thing, he gets yanked.
Oh, so this
Like,
guy's
So
gonna
I
try
do-
to.
Dom
Yeah.
thing.
This guy's gonna try to put a literal chain on us and keep us here forever.
Probably. He
Sick.
really does. This dude does not want to be here. He is here against his force, and most of what we're seeing is a lie.
We gotta save him.
Okay.
I mean, if we can grab him and yank him with us, I'm down for it. But
So the Prince of Pleasure is
Just-
going to try to keep us bound.
yes, really just watch and be careful.
Okay.
So where do you all come from?
Oh, you know.
He begins
hither
leading you.
thither.
Hither and thither, would I recognize that? Is that a part of the material plane?
Yeah, you know, it's we all hail from a little bit different places. I come from the sea, and then a tiny little pocket dimension. So really, no home on my end. What about yours? Where do you come from?
I come from here. I am part of the Waydora,
The abyssal.
and I am a special advisor, I guess you could say, to that which you seek, the Prince of Pleasure.
Okay.
I mainly party and gamble and, well, ...
And get yanked by your Dom.
Okay.
Not say that.
Yes. It builds character.
Okay. And do you like it here?
Of course I do. Who would not like such a place of hedonism? And
Interesting. Okay. Well, love that.
it's easy here. I can do whatever I like. I can go wherever I like. I can see whoever I want. I can be with whoever I want. And he gives a Calliopean up and down.
Okay. Okay. Love that. Love the energy. Really. Okay. Are we seeing other people while we walk, or is it just this guy?
Yeah, so you are seeing other creatures, most humanoid, but the occasional weird one. For instance, there is a woman creature that has 6 arms, and kind of slithers along as her bottom half is a snake. In fact, a lot of these weird one-off creatures that you see are creatures that you fought in Northwind at the Masquerade Ball. The creatures that were summoned, all these demons. And so you get the sense that these are demons, fiends. There are these half-breed looking creatures. And you also see a lot of other creatures that look like Elijah, this person that's guiding you. Really beautiful looking creatures, both male and female. They have wings. You kind of are passing by some of these buildings, and one such building is a casino, and you see walking around as the casino workers are these creatures, these winged creatures, providing service to whoever's in there. You're seeing a little bit more flesh and nudity than you would normally see on a regular basis in Waydora. Passing by a few brothels as well that do not have, like, closed off, like, everything's just out in the open. as you're kind of walking through, you'll do a staircase here, you'll go around a corner, everything's kind of tight, like Diagon Alley type closeness. As he,
And with-
so go ahead.
With my true sight, everything looks normal. There's no like weird.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any illusions. Everything is as what it shows. These like kind of side cities that you saw before you really got into the heart of the city, there were just a lot of just like shadow creatures kind of perched looking over. Here it's much more like inviting, but like theater kid inviting, you know. It's like they put on this nice face and like, oh, like what instrument do you play, like, oh, what do you do? But really their ulterior motives, you can just tell, are just like icky. They're just like, it's competitive. It seems anyone who's like not a 10 out of 10 on attraction level is frowned upon, not treated the greatest as you guys are walking.
Good thing we're all so fucking hot.
And he begins kind of just talking about the city. Mostly demons are here. The occasional mortal, such as yourself, will come by until the lust consumes them. But most of us are of the race of Waydora. The casinos and bordellos are run by succubi and incubi like myself. I am an incubus. Careful with your hands and with your blades as to not cause trouble, because the guards will consume you. Most of them are alu fiends, half fiend, half human. You can party here, you can shop here, you can purchase arcane knowledge, but only for the strong of mind. And should your stay be longer than intended, try to stay away from the lower city, as the maimed and dretches, most of the mortals, and the Yugoloths reside there. Gulags, really. In fact, all of the devils go there. They are treated like slaves, but we don't have slaves here. They're more servants, I guess you could say.
That's what you would say, personally?
I would say that personally, yes. Slaving is frowned upon here, but we all have our secrets and motives. Speaking of which, what brings you all... How did you all get here? Let me ask.
Oh, God. Hither and thither. We traveled very, very, very far. This is our last step on a very, very long journey that we've been on for a very long time.
And that journey would be to gain audience with the Prince of Pleasure?
Yes. Yes, really a bucket list item.
And what does he have that you do not have already? You all seem well esteemed already. I mean, everyone wishes to be a part of palace life, myself included, so I can't blame you there, but it just seems like a lot of trouble to go to.
Yes, yes. We have heard great story of his ginormous manhood, and we wanted to witness it in person. The stories, there's just simply no way that it's true, and, me, a bard, I've just had to come and lay eyes on it myself, and my friends are kind enough to come along with me to complete this quest.
Well, Prince Graz does not simply just give himself away to anyone, but
Yeah, absolutely.
he does enjoy the groveling, I think, of his patrons.
How does he feel about titty tassels?
Do you own a pair?
Valdrick is already halfway through unraveling the roll of titty tassels that she keeps in her bag of holding, and it's like every pair is obviously dedicated to one of the wenches, and I've started adding pairs for like Diamor, Cabris. There's a spot that says like Xander, but there's a question mark on the end because I haven't decided if he's gonna get one yet. Avalon. Avalon of titty tassels. Are you a fan? Fan of titty tassels? You look like you would be. You look like you would pull off a good little dance. A little dancey dance.
You don't want to know what I am a fan of.
Oh.
It would probably destroy you.
Oh. Big guy there.
Off we go.
You have a normal workout routine?
Well, when you do what I do on a regular basis, it's hard not to look this chiseled. Thank you. And what was your name?
Tiffany.
The two of you are named Tiffany. Make a deception check.
Oh,
That he has reason to disbelieve in.
Can I give her the help action by bullshitting next to her while she's saying this? You know, it was wild. You know, we didn't even know each other's names for like the first month we knew each other. We were just friend, pal, that bitch. And then, you know, one day somebody said Tiffany. We both said,
Was that an
"What?"
20?
20. I kid you not. It's a nat 20.
I'm Tiffany.
It's a good night for Rolls, guys.
She's Tiffany.
Wow. And he looks at Solara. Let me guess. Tiffany?
No, Stephanie.
Incredible. And I don't believe I got your name. He looks at Calliope.
That's Bethany.
You say my name is Bethany?
So, Tiffany, Stephanie, and Bethany. Oh, the prince will
It's-
love you.
Yeah, we're actually called the Ennies. Yeah.
The Ennies, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Any of you. Good.
Ennie.
Pause.
Any and
us
all,
could be
truly.
Ennie.
Pause. So you mean to tell me that you got all those muscles from your sex routine?
It is a regular thing, yes. I mean,
buddy.
I didn't say I was.
How many cock push-ups you doing? How many thrusts are we talking on average on a daily basis?
I'm
We're
thinking
gonna
I'm gonna
need
think through the toe
specifics.
ring at Anya, be like, I bet you Xander would love to help you with that, Anya.
Xander
It's
wishes. He
Scandalo!
couldn't even work out with me, let alone do anything else.
Santa, how many abs do you have, would you say?
I,
Diamor, lift up your shirt!
yeah,
Show
Diamor's
everybody else. Yeah,
abdomen
show
is
everybody how
looking
ripped you
similar
are.
to this guy.
Yeah.
But he kind of looks.
Yeah.
When you talk about his routine, he kind of looks uncomfortable.
No.
Like he
Doesn't like his routine.
almost a hint of sadness as he says,
No.
"We are forced to look this good, and if we look anything short of perfect, we are cast out to the slums."
Well, we must get him out.
And I
Well,
quite like it
you-
up there, so.
Yeah, I mean, you look perfect, but that's not what matters. What matters is what's on the inside. The inside of your heart. How many abs do you have on your heart, you know, my friend? How much are we flexing that muscle?
Oh, Lord.
My
No.
heart is a void at this point.
Oh, that's really fucking sad.
That's
That
dark.
is really fucking sad.
So
How often do you have people from the material plane coming here? When I like completely like just segue to something else, be like, okay.
I was ready to talk about our mutual hearts.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Maybe not right now.
Okay, wow.
He looks. I'm gonna think through the toe ring and be like, he looks exceedingly uncomfortable right now.
I was
Maybe.
I wasn't asking in like a slave thing. I was asking in because I want to borrow his workout routine.
I'm not saying that it wasn't an.
We do have to pull it into a stopping point because Amber must depart from us.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I don't want her to Irish goodbye.
Yeah, it's getting towards that time, so I will lead us along, and then we'll conclude here in a second. So you eventually get up to the top part of this city, and there seems to be like this moat that circles this place. Moat, as you get closer, of blood. And he takes you across this bridge.
That's not sexy.
You're just like walking over this like moat of flowing blood. There is a wall that surrounds this temple, or this pyramid-like structure, and it looks very, very similar to the temple that you guys teleported to in the desert. Very similar in structure. There are these winged creatures all around, kind of flapping around, just kind of perched, keeping watch, some of them flying around. But he leads you across, and through there's an entrance in these walls, glowing purple from within, as he takes you through the entrance and opens these two really, really tall but like skinny doors. They go up maybe like 60 feet, and they push to the side, and inside is the Argent Palace. And I'll do a quick descriptor here as we wrap up for the night. On the opposite part of the throne, there is the first thing you see is Grazd himself, the Prince of Pleasure. He is a 9-foot tall, stunning creature. Dark, like purple skin, muscles on muscles on muscles, shirtless. He has, you take a closer look, he has 6 fingers on each of his hands. He seems to be flirting with like 2 of these succubus creatures beside him, these winged female creatures. Has a not a kilt, but like that groin piece that men wear, like the gladiators wear with the flaps, all black with like diamond studded,
Sexy loincloth.
like a skull where his crotch would be.
Yeah.
Has like some sort of like sash over. He's got like some sort of like tattoo, like tribal tattoo that's on one side of his body, goes all the way down. He has another like skull that's like attached to a sash, and his hair is kind of short, goes back behind him. Very pointed, really, really thin, like bone structure. Not like frail, but just like pointed, and just like white slits for eyes. As he's surrounded by 5, 6, maybe 8 of these succubus females, all very, very skimpy clothing, eating fruit, kind of laughing, giggling, a lot of touching going on. There are chandeliers of like purple flames above. The room itself is just like excessive wealth, like things you would never need to do in your entire life, but just he has them just to like overemphasize how much like into materialism and pleasure he is. There's fountains of liquid gold. The interior is paved with sapphires, and you realize like in these flat surfaces and the walls are just all reflective. They're not mirrors by any means, but they're just like, they're so clean and polished that you can see your reflection in them very, very easily. The throne itself is carved from a single diamond. You take a closer look at the chandeliers, and they're made of like these phoenix feathers that are fed into it. Very rare commodity that are just burned up all like constantly. At the center of this room is a glass ballroom floor, emanating this like bright, brilliant light, and you've never seen light this beautiful. You kind of take a closer look, and you realize what's causing this light. And underneath this glass are these enslaved elementals, earth, water elementals that he uses just to give this kind of beautiful light around the room. And then everything is surrounded by a moat of fine wine. It's another red moat, but it's not the same consistency as the blood moat. You get the sense in the smell that it's this fine wine kind of around the room. And there's like a pathway that leads into it, into the throne, and that is where we will stop for the night.
That's crazy, dog.
No, I'm scared. But also, I kind of just want to loot this place now.
We're diving into the wine moat.
Yeah.
We're swimming
did
around
have a-
for a bit. Somebody's getting a chain attached to them.
Yeah, all of these
I don't want
succubus
a
have
chain.
like the golden wine glasses from Love Is Blind, and they're just dipping into the moat and drinking.
Not the lowest
God.
blind
Yes,
glasses.
the
Not
100%,
bad.
except they're actual gold.